Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. My name is Tamer. I am the CEO of Story Technologies. I wanted to welcome you to our partner program and really share a few stories of how we got started and where we're at today. Because I believe the stories that I'm going to be sharing, and they're going to be really short stories. If you want the extended version, you can always just reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy to explain those to you. But the stories that I'm going to share are really about how we got started in our first few events. What did we do to market ourselves, to kind of put ourselves out there? How were we able to dominate our local markets and then take it nationwide? So I want to start it off back in 2000 and end of 2013, and why did we create this product called storicam? And the foundation and the reason why was we were going to so many events out here in the Los Angeles, Hollywood area, and there would always be that person on the mic who's just yelling, make sure you hashtag us and tag us and mention us, etc. And at the end of the event, I would always kind of check on who was actually doing anything, and there wasn't many people doing much. So the idea came about of, hey, let's create something that can actually help these events create content. And if the content is creative and it's not from their cell phones, there's a good chance that they'll be able to take this content, create this content, brand this content, and then be able to share it. And at the same time, collect massive amounts of data for this brand, right? So that's where the idea came about. It was a hit. A lot of events started to really kind of need us at these events to create the content, and then once again, like I just said, capture all that data that they were using to remarket their services and so forth, and build their email marketing lists. But really, where we got our first events and how we kind of began to market ourselves is that we were doing a lot of events for free, right? And you're going to need to do these events for free unless you got a network that's already set up of people who produce these events, agencies and so forth. If you don't have access to these people, one of the best ways to meet these people is just to put yourself out there, go to these events. And the events that we were doing at first, I mean, they were like my friend's baby shower, some birthday parties, and these places that you go to, these baby showers and weddings and birthday parties, you think they're just silly little parties, but the people who go there own businesses. The people who go there have been to several events, and the experience alone makes people ask questions like, hey, what is this? How can I get this for my own business? And so forth. So going out there and starting early and doing these events is for free is a really important part of this process. I think after doing maybe 3 to 4 events possibly for free, that you can start beginning to charge. I mean, some people have done one event and the next thing you know, they're already charging for their services. And you're going to get people that come up to you and approach you at these events and say, hey, how can I get you my event? How much does this cost, right? So having your price structure and having your pricing set up for your local market, so when somebody does ask you, you can quickly respond and say it's going to cost you $500, $1,000, $2,000, whatever it is that you feel that you've done your research on. We'd be more than happy to help you kind of determine what the local market rates are for your area. But that's what I would definitely suggest as you get started, is do these few events for free, get your name out there. More importantly, start to create examples. Try to create examples. So when people visit your website, or people that are asking you questions, you can text message them, here's a sample of a birthday party, here's a sample of a branded event, here's a sample of something that we did over here. And the more samples that you create, the more of a reputation you begin to build, and the brand or the event person who's throwing the event will trust you a lot more. Feel free to get a hold of us we'll help you understand your pricing, and we'll really kind of put together a good pricing structure for you that we believe will ultimately win you some contracts. And B, really, if you need any help in regards to setting up your marketing and your website and how these examples are set up, feel free to contact us. We're always here. We're always open to helping our partners. Until then, check out our next videos. Thank you so much, and welcome to the StoryCam Partner Program.